Today's episode of Strong Links is brought to you by Dan and Van, Sleaford and the surrounding area's #1 man with a van service. And now for today's show.
Hello and welcome to Strong Links, Lincolnshire's local podcast in association with your local Links magazine. My name's Rich and I'm here with my good friend Dan.
Hi Rich, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm really good, and I'm really looking forward to getting into today's show.
November, hey, how did we get here?
I know.
Are you going to any fireworks displays?
I will do. I'll probably go to the rugby club this year.
Yeah, I'm going to that one.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, well, I usually go there.
Yeah.
And of course, there's Remembrance Sunday this month. You'll be going to the markets.
Yes, we go every year to that in Sleaford. And then later on in the month, it's the Christmas market.
Indeed, Christmas starts to happen this month.
It does, yeah. What is the date? When is that on?
It's on Advent Sunday. Is it the 30th of November?
30th of November, yeah.
Yeah, and it's the same weekend that one of my favourite events of the year happens, the Christmas Tree Festival, which is at the Methodist Church. Looking forward to that.
Yes, has the magazine got a tree going in this year?
We have. In fact, it's right over there, actually, in the room next to us.
Just that there, it looks quite bare.
It is. But then right next to me on the desk here, these are the decorations that Mel has been... She was working on these today, actually.
Really?
So, yeah.
It's very good. Magazines cut up and
exactly.
made into decorations.
Yeah, this is linking the community.
Very good. I see what they've done there.
Yeah.
Excellent. We just want to say a big thank you to all our new followers on our socials. That's Strong Links on Facebook and Instagram. And if you haven't done so already, please do follow us and subscribe. Yeah, but sincerely, on behalf of Rich and I, thanks ever so much. It really does mean a lot.
We also have stronglinks.co.uk, but at the moment it's just a holding page, so don't go there expecting a lot.
Oh, and don't forget we've got a YouTube channel as well. Actually, can we call ourselves YouTubers?
Technically, we can. I mean, I know it's a video platform and there isn't really video there as such. We are podcasters after all, but yeah, we are.
Yeah. So, Rich, for anyone new to Strong Links, can you give us a quick reminder of what the show's all about?
Sure. Whether you're from Lincoln, Grimsby, Boston, or anywhere in between, even Cranwell, this podcast celebrates our fantastic county and the amazing people who make it such a wonderful place to live.
Exactly. We're here to share stories that make us think, make us laugh, and hopefully leave us even more inspired about our life in this great county. So, Rich, what have we got coming up in today's show?
Well, it's another epic. We're going to be chatting with Roy at Empra Clothing, a family-run business in the Bristol Arcade in Sleaford, and we're going to find out about the grand opening of his new shop. Then we'll make our way over to the Sleaford Playhouse and catch up with Sleaford Little Theatre during rehearsals for this year's pantomime. We'll be chatting with the director Laura Davis to find out what magic they've got planned. And we're joined in the studio this month by radio DJ Dave Brackley, and he'll be telling us about his time in local radio, as well as hopefully giving us some tips on how to present a show. But first, the other day Dan and I visited Fairfield Community Farm near Ruskington, where we attended their weekly community cuppa, and to meet the founder Kathy Owen, who very kindly took us on a tour of the farm. That was along with Taz, who you may remember from our September episode at the Hackington show. First, we eased into this assignment with a cup of tea and a slice of pumpkin cake in the marquee, and there Kathy told us all about this amazing project and how it first got started.
My dad bought this field nearly 20 years ago, and so when he first got it, it was literally a field full of thistles and nettles and docks, and over the years we have cleared every single one by hand.
Wow.
We've cut back the hedges. Yeah, it was
How much space have you got here?
It's not very big. It's only 2 acres, just over 2 acres. It's a very narrow field, so it's quite long.
Yeah.
There's a little stable block down there that's been there for about 30, 40 years. And My dad just started off with a few chickens, as you do. Everyone starts off with a few chickens, but his passion was the fish. So the first thing he did was dig a big pond.
What have you got in the pond?
We've had wild ducks have their babies here 3 years running, and so the pond's a little bit trashed at the moment.
And then, of course, we haven't had any rain.
Yes.
Right,
so like everybody in the area, our pond is very, very low.
It's been very dry this year, hasn't it?
It's been exceptionally dry. There's very little water left. It's turned into mud soup. Even the heron has given up trying to find any fish in there, so we don't know what's left. You see, we're big on nature here. We want to do everything as wildlife friendly as possible. So we don't use any chemicals, and we tend to pull weeds by hand, or trim the hedges by hand, and we want to encourage wildlife. A lot of people that visit the farm don't realise that we've got a whole this other section here, which we call our wellbeing area. So we've got the beautiful pond there, and during the summer we had the picnic tables by the pond, and we invited people to come and have a picnic by the pond and enjoy having the ducklings come and feed out of your hand and watch the dragonflies.
And the butterflies.
Yes, it was beautiful here this summer. We've got, obviously this bit is our animal-free zone, so if we run any educational activities or if we're doing coffee mornings, we'll be in here.
This is quite a nice marquee that we're in.
Yes.
It's very nice.
Very new endeavour, the marquee, but it's made a beautiful outside space, so we can still do our coffee mornings, and we can still use it as an outside classroom, and our ladies' nights, and all our other community events that people get put off when it's raining.
We first met Taz at Heckington show. So how did Heckington go for you?
So last year, we were at the Heckington show last year as well. It was our, so this was our second year there. We were invited to bring the animals in the children's activities area. They're free activities for the children. It's quite an honour to be invited to Heckington show. So last year we made the mistake because it was quite windy and we tucked ourselves behind their craft marquee. So there was lots of people didn't find us last year. They sort of walked up to a certain point and then turned around and went back again. But this year we had the Crazy Golf next to us and we had a much bigger space. They gave us a 40-metre area this year so that we could bring more animals. And you did see that we filled it.
We did. We didn't just
we took the ponies. We took the ponies as well this year, and we were able to run the pond dipping activity. And everyone found us this year, which was really nice. So we were very, very busy.
Alongside your funding, are you able to do sort of private kind of ventures?
Yes. Now, obviously, we do encourage people to book on private visits here. We've got a few community events where they can book on. We only charge a minimum cost. I mean, the open farm events on a Friday, and every Friday and Saturday we charge just £3.50 per person. It just helps us to pay for the animals' food and for the toilet and the insurance. It literally just covers the basic costs.
So what animals do you have here?
Well, we've just took on some new sheep this month, and they're rare breed sheep, so it's kind of a conservation project.
Oh, okay.
Because they're rare breeds. There's only 250 on the mainland UK.
What are they?
They're North Ronaldses.
Okay.
A couple of the volunteers fell in love with them, didn't they? And now we have a five in our flock.
Wow.
And yes, and they have been bought by the volunteers, so it's their own flock now. That's how committed they are to the farm.
And they are beautiful as well.
Yes. Would you like to have a look round?
Shall I? Are you coming with me?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
we'll
fantastic.
As we were saying about it getting muddy very quickly.
I should have brought my wellies. I've got some nice wellies, but they're a bit clean.
We have buckets of wellies in our farm club shed.
They're mostly children.
The children.
Yeah.
Lots of children come and they're wearing very inappropriate footwear.
Yeah, you need a stack of umbrellas and wellies.
Oh, you can't hold an umbrella and farm at the same time.
No, you can't, can you? No. I'm just a soft townie. So we're now walking over to where the animals are held.
So as you can see, the goats hate the rain, so they're all hiding.
Yeah, they're under some shelter.
Yeah, so they're in their little horse box.
So we've got goats in the first one, and then sheep.
You going to come and say hi? Bertie! They also, now everyone that keeps sheep, they very rarely give them shelters. This is Lily. This is the reason we have North Ronaldses.
Ah.
Because everyone fell in love with this one.
Lovely.
But the sheep they love their shelters. So I'd mentioned to the volunteers that we didn't have room for more sheep because the shelter wasn't big enough. So
Right.
of course they all got together and built another one.
Yeah.
So the black one there, that's Gloria. That is Lily's mum. Although she was
Oh,
hand
right.
raised, she was rejected as a baby. So Lily was hand raised by her owner.
So how old is Lily?
3-4 months. She's not very
Yeah.
old.
Oh, okay.
Cookie's only
Cookie's
about
3
12.
months.
Yeah. And, so these so they're not going to be very big sheep, but they're
Well, they're fully grown though.
I love their
Hello,
horns.
Lenny.
many centuries ago they had straight horns.
Right.
And then over the years the North Ronaldsay people preferred the rounder horns, the curved horns.
Oh, okay.
So now most of the sheep have the curved horns. So Gloria's unusual, and Lily hopefully is going to have straight horns.
No, that is mud.
Yes, so the pigs, obviously everyone thinks that pigs love to live in mud. They don't, but they eat mud. So they're digging all the time because
Right.
they want to eat clean mud. Yeah, so we encourage people to say hi. The pigs absolutely love being scratched.
Do they?
They love tummy tickles, and
Their fur is, like their hair, is very coarse, isn't it?
yes. Now she's Dad was an old-fashioned breed called a Tamworth,
Right.
which is another rare breed. She's mostly Berkshire saddleback. She is crossed with the Gloucester Old Spot, which is why this Tamworth has got spots. But they're all rare breed pigs.
Oh, right.
Now, in the olden days, their hair would have been used for paintbrushes, and I do believe you can still buy hog's hair paintbrushes. This is Kevin the cockerel.
Hey, Kevin. Oh, he's handsome.
And then, so this is one of the stables has been our nursery this year. We've got any elderly or poorly chickens will come in here, and she's got babies under there. I'm gonna show
Oh,
you.
look at that. Wow. Very good. Oh, they're
They
so
are
cute,
sweet,
aren't they? Hello. Can I stroke it?
Yeah, you want to hold it.
Oh, wow. Hello. You're lovely, aren't you? Are you calling for your mum?
Yes. We're lucky because she doesn't teach her babies to be frightened of people. Yes. So, if we had any young visitors, she
Yeah.
wouldn't mind people touching them. This is Norman. Norman came to live with us just this year.
Hey, Norman.
When his elderly owners had to move into a little bungalow due to ill health.
So he's a goat.
He's an Angora goat. So he's a
Angora?
very special type of goat.
Oh, wow.
And he's locked up here at the back. He's not because he's naughty, because he's absolutely fabulous. He's
Hello.
an absolute gentleman. But I don't know if you can smell him.
Is he smelly? Yeah,
He's
he's got,
very, very smelly.
he has got a
Very
particular
pungent.
sort of smell,
he's
hasn't
not
he?
been castrated, so he's a full billy goat.
Right.
And our females obviously be coming into season at this time of year, and we don't want them breeding at the moment.
Yeah.
But because he's obviously knows that there's females on site, he's weeing all over himself to make himself smell very desirable.
Oh,
And no, we tell
now
you that
you tell
after
me
you've
that.
touched it.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we have got hand washing.
Yes, we have hand washing stations. So he's not
Wow.
only smelly because he's a billy, but he also wees all over himself. You'll notice the disgusting stains on the back of his legs.
That's how you attract
That's how you
females.
track the
Oh, yes.
females, yes.
Wow.
The ladies love it. apparently.
Yeah.
I'll have to try it.
So of course
I wouldn't
he
recommend.
spent the summer with meeting the visitors, and everyone absolutely loved him. He's
Yeah.
brilliant. He went to Heckington Show with us, but he's particularly smelly at the moment.
It's fascinating. It's an amazing place. So the
You've
times
only
have been
seen
passed.
There's
Three
actually
parts.
another part behind the caravans.
Oh, is there?
Gosh, yes.
Wow.
Yes, well, this is
Probably
it.
should have gone that way first.
Get even wetter. So these are Muscovy ducks.
This is
they
crazy.
only came to us last year. Again, somebody who couldn't keep them any longer
Hello.
messaged us to see if we would take them.
They're so friendly, aren't they?
They are. I mean, I did a bit of research because I've had ducks before, and they are so destructive. They make so much mess.
How can people get in touch with you? And have you got a Facebook page or a website? or
We have
anything
the
like
Facebook. The website is it is live. It's just slowly under construction. So it's got a little bit of information on there, and people can message me through the website, which I think was fairfieldcf.co.uk or Fairfield Community Farm. Yes, but all the photos go on Facebook. We've got a Facebook page. Yeah, so there's a telephone number. So that's the mobile number that comes through to me.
Yeah.
So WhatsApp is the best way to get hold of us. Yes, email, WhatsApp's definitely the best way. And just get in touch.
Well, thank you for showing us around.
Oh, no, it's
today.
been a pleasure.
It's a lovely place.
Thank you.
Well, that was Fairfield Farm. What do you think, Rich?
I thought it was really inspiring. I just thought it felt like the name says, it felt like a community.
Yeah, and I think Kathy's definitely developed that, and it's an amazing place.
Really inspiring how transformative it is for people. I was talking to Carol there, who I wrote a piece about her kind of story and her involvement with the farm, and that's in the magazine in November. And funny thing, when we got back in the car, you mentioned about you were patting this goat.
He stunk. He really smelt. But so I was tickling him, giving him a tickle and all that. And it was only after they told me that he wheezed on himself to attract, the females.
I thought your hands looked a bit yellow.
Yeah, I actually think I can still smell it under my fingernails. As well as your article that's going to be in the magazine, there's a link on the show notes to everywhere we feature. We try and include the link to their social media and websites. So if you want to read more about Fairfield Community Farm, they're on the show notes.
Check it out and go there as well.
Go there. Lovely place.
Well, from muddy farm fields to the high street, we're in Sleaford next to meet Roy Watts, owner of Empra Clothing in the Bristol Arcade, to find out more about the business and his plans to expand into new premises.
Well, we took over in May. The shop was originally owned by a lady called Chrissy. She previously had the shop in Woodhall Spa, and then she moved to here. And for her reasons, she decided to sell the shop. For us, we wasn't actually looking at the time. So my dad passed away in February, quite suddenly. So I didn't realise how much he was into fashion. And as we was going through his wardrobe, we started finding Ben Sherman, Sergio Tacchini, Fila, and loads of other branded clothes. So got some inheritance money and flicking through FaceBay, and then lo and behold, we found this shop for sale, which completely out of the blue, weren't even looking for it. Don't know if it was a sign, but it just seemed a bit of a strange coincidence after not long finding all of his clothes that we just brought back. Couldn't get rid of them. I still got some of them at home. And then finding the shop up for sale. So we come down and had a look. We thought we'd give this a go.
Brilliant. So we got some work going on next door, I think.
Yeah, they're supposedly building a shopping mall with cinema and restaurants, but we'll see how long that takes.
How would you describe the shop?
Well, the shop's family run. It's me and my wife that own it. Jaden, who you've met, he helps out quite a lot. My daughter helps out from TikTok. She always comes down on the weekend. But yeah, we like to be close-knit with the community, and we like people to know who they're buying from. So we do TikToks and post videos of what our family gets up to.
So who would you say are your typical customers?
We try and cater for everyone. So we've got, count how many brands. When we move to our new shop, we're going to have about between 20 and 25 different brands in our store. So we've got stuff from the 80s that's making a comeback. So you've got like Sergio Tacchini, Diodora, Fila. We've got an account with Kappa as well. So we'll be getting some Kappa in. That's a blast from the 90s for people that are old enough to remember that. And then we've got Trojan, so we've got a lot of modern indies clothing, Ben Sherman, Gabici, and then we've got something for the youngsters. So you've got Weekend Offender, martial artists, and then a bit of mixture for everyone. So you've got Superdry, Lyle and Scott. We don't want to cater just for one person or one age group in particular, so we try and spread it over. It's the same with the costing as well. So we've got some brands that are expensive. Some people like to spend a lot of money on clothing. Can't blame them for it, especially the quality of the clothing. You know what you're paying for. Not everyone's in a position where they can afford to buy expensive stuff, but at the same time, we want people to be able to leave the store, regardless if they're paying £20 for a T-shirt or £120 for a T-shirt. We want the same experience for everyone. I think I've discussed this with you before. Like, you go through stages in your life where when you're young, you can afford anything because you live at home. You don't have really much to worry about. You might have car insurance or tax or anything like that, but you've got no real bills, no real responsibilities. Then you start your family up, and then you can't afford to buy things because you're more worried about your children than yourself. So you want to treat yourself, but you don't treat yourself. I've had a few customers come in that we've helped. So not, I don't say help, but we've given discounts just so they can, like there was a young couple that come from Skegness, and he really liked, I think it was a Farrah trousers, the draw cord trousers that he really loved, but they were £70. He couldn't justify that, and his other half was saying that he's tight. But I remember the days when I was like that. It's not because he was tight, it's because he was more thinking about what bills could be coming out, and he didn't want to spend the money in case something happened, or he's thinking about his child. But people don't realise that kind of thought process goes through people's heads. So we done a discount for him to make him feel a bit better, and you could see how happy he was when he tried them on. You could see that he fell in love with them, and I know I could relate to him because I've been through that process. But if you went into a high street store, you wouldn't get that thought. You wouldn't get that sort of people behind the till thinking, oh, let's help him out. And we try and do that a lot here. Where we can cut prices, we do cut prices. There's a lot of brands that we have that monitor us. So I won't say what ones they are, but they set the prices, and you can't do a sale on them until they do a sale on them. And if you do a sale, then they'll stop supplying you the brand. But also people doing us a favour and helping us out by supporting us and from buying for us. We just want to say, it's like our way of saying thank you. We'll keep our prices down. This is, at the end of the day, it is a business. We've still got to make money. We want people to have the same sort of feeling as what we did when we bought clothes. And it's the same when you see a brand that you haven't seen for a while, it takes you back, and then with the new kids coming along, going to have that same adventure eventually. So they're going to start off buying all of these brands, and then when they're our age, they're going, oh, blimey, I remember that from when I was a teenager, or things like that. So it's just sort of like history repeating itself, but it's nice to be a part of that process with them from young age to elderly gentlemen.
Scary thing is, I kind of remember these, I'm looking at a T-shirt now, and, I wore that first time round on my BMX, and a good time.
It's a weird feeling, like, it's the same when you hear a song. There's a certain song over the years you hear, and you get a massive flashback, and you think, oh, Christ, that takes me back. No different with clothing. I didn't know anything about my dad's fashion sense. It's only now going back over pictures of him when he was out with my mum that I've noticed him wearing all of these designer brands and that. But beforehand, he was just casual and carefree. But like, as you said about like Cicchini, I remember that as a kid. I remember wearing that with my BMX. It's good to see them come back because they are important parts of our life at one time or another. They've got a story to tell. And once again, the younger generation will have their story to tell.
I think it's great. I came in the other day, didn't I, wearing my Diodora Borg Elites, and they were something I couldn't afford when I was younger. My mate had them, and I was really jealous, But I have them now, and I just feel as good as I probably would have back then.
As a kid, flashback parts of your childhood, but parts of the times that you missed. And it's what High Street used to be. You think, like, before internet sales come along and before all the big branded stores like House of Fraser and JD Sports, you had indie shops, indie stores, independents, where it meant people could interact with someone, or they could have a chat, right the wrongs with the world and things like that. And then, at the end of the day, everyone leaves happy and cheerful.
So you've got a new store opening?
Yeah, we've outgrown this one. We wasn't expecting to improve. So with some of the brands that we've got, they've got a female line, so we're going to bring in not a lot because we don't want to take it away from what this shop is about. It's a men's shop, but at the same time, it'd be nice to cater for some females that come in.
And where is the new shop?
We're still staying in Sleaford. We're just moving over to the Riverside, so it's more than double the size of the current shop that we've got. This refit's going to kill me. We're doing it all ourselves just to save costs. That way that allows us to spend more money on bringing more brands in. Yeah, it's not easy. It's been a lot of late night.
You got a date for opening?
No, not yet. Not yet. It needs to be as soon as possible, really.
So do you think the high street in Sleaford, would you say it's alive and well? I mean, I don't know if you keep up on social media. We often hear those naysayers, don't we, saying, the high street's dying. What's your take on it as a shop owner?
I've been in Sleaford. We moved up just over 2 years ago, so we originally from Chatham. The high street there used to be, it's the same like any place, pre-COVID, busy, bubbling. But now there's lots of shops that are closed down. And when we moved up to Sleaford, we were quite pleasantly surprised how many shops were open. And not just open, but how busy it is. So if you come here during a weekday, you still got people walking up and down the shops. And on a Saturday, it reminds me of how it used to be back in the 90s and early 2000s, where everyone relied on shops rather than buying off the internet. And I think it is making a comeback. I think the nostalgia of people buying online, fair enough, it's convenient, it's easy, you see what you like, you can find it cheaper, don't knock it, I've done it loads of times. But at the same time, how many times you've been disappointed by you've bought something and it doesn't fit, or it's not the same colour, or it's not the same as the picture. And then 9 times out of 10 when you do buy online, you never send it back because A, you got to pay for it, B, you can't be bothered, and C, it's just not worth the hassle. So you've spent £60 on a t-shirt that you're never going to send back and you're never going to wear. And I think people are starting to realise that. And also, as I said, with the social side of things, everyone's noticed that there's a comeback within the high street, because it's that little social element you're getting, and it's the fact that you're not talking to someone through a 6-inch screen in your hand. I think what people are missing is social interaction, and that's something that's disappeared over the years. The same with the pubs, they're all closing quite often. And that's a big part of my life, that I remember going out every Friday or every Saturday, and you'll have a good chat with your friends, you watch the football, talk about a load of nonsense. This is sort of like trying to bring that back. And yeah, it is picking up. It's not like Piccadilly Circus in there, but there's enough to get by, and there's enough people that are starting to come in and starting to realise that actually, you know what, I prefer going into a shop, I prefer trying things on.
Oh, I was just thinking, if you want an excuse to talk a load of nonsense to your mate, start a podcast.
I'm still trying to get over the TikToks. I remember the first one I done, and it's also the same in the TikTok lives. It's a weird feeling talking to a camera, looking at yourself. So we always do a live once a week. Once we move to the new shop, we'll be doing it more often because it'll be better. We'll have more space. We'll be able to advertise things better, showcase things better. You still got that sort of social interaction going. Fair enough. People are texting their messages and comments and things like that. So there's still that line of social interaction going. You're not actually just flicking through a screen and putting something. You're actually watching the person. So you got that element. That's not a bad thing. But yeah, it is bloody hard work. After like 2 hours, I think to myself, I don't know how to carry on. Your throat's all dried up. You feel like a bit of a wally to start off with, but then you start relaxing and you're getting into it. But with a podcast, I don't know how you guys do it, but at least you're here in person and you're talking to people, so you've got that element of two-way conversation going. I think that's the main key thing, is having a two-way conversation. Otherwise, if I was talking and answering to myself, I'd be really worried. I'd think I'd lost the plot.
So how can people find you?
We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. We're on Facebook, we're Empra UK Sleaford. We're also online, so that's www.emprauk.com. That's EMPRAUK.com. That's our website.
Well, brilliant. Thanks, Roy. It's been great speaking with you, and
I appreciate it.
Yeah, we're sure that success.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, watch this space to see what happens. I'll either be closed down next year or still going. We'll see what happens.
So, Rich, that was Empra Clothing. What do you think?
Well, I mean, you really are the fashion expert of the two of us. So I think I need to be asking you that, really. Well, what did you think to it?
Yeah, I love that shop. I think we're very lucky to have a shop like that in Sleaford. I travel to go to shops like that.
Really?
Yeah. I'd have to go to Nottingham or, I grew up wearing those clothes, those sort of clothes. So that style's, just love it. I love the brands, But yeah, they kind of tap into the 80s casuals vibe.
It's very fashionable at the moment with the whole Stranger Things. I noticed there were Stranger Things T-shirts in there, wasn't there?
There was actually, yeah.
So,
it's a style that we kind of had when we were growing up.
And it sounds like he's really getting into the social media thing. He talked a lot about that, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, I follow a few businesses on social media, so that's definitely the way to go with it, I think.
Yeah. Let's look forward to his new store opening.
Can't wait.
Discover the magic of theatre at the Playhouse in Sleaford. Looking for a night out that's full of drama, laughter and unforgettable moments? Step into the hidden gem of Sleaford and experience the best in live theatre at the Playhouse on Westgate. Home of Sleaford Little Theatre and the SLT Academy, there's something here for everyone. Drama, comedy, live music and even our exciting new community cinema. But there's so much more going on here with live tribute acts and touring theatre companies. And come December we return to Pantoland with Mother Goose. Visit sleafordplayhouse.co.uk for more information and to secure your seats for a night of entertainment you won't forget.
Ah yes, the names of all the special guests coming to the May Fair tonight. Let's have a look, shall we? Rich Dutton is in at the back, in the cheap seats. Your idea? Good.
Right, lovely.
Well, we are here at the Playhouse in Sleaford, and we've kind of crept in here and had a sneak peek of the upcoming pantomime that is on this December, Mother Goose. We've been watching the rehearsals, and we have now grabbed the director of Mother Goose, Laura. Hello, Laura.
Hello, Rich.
How's it going?
It's going very well, actually. I think you probably saw when you snuck in the very end of our rehearsal. It's been a bit chaotic tonight. There's an awful lot involved. We've done a lot of choreography tonight, a lot of dance, and what we call blocking the rest of Act 2 tonight. So it's been a very busy night, but very productive.
You've got a very big cast, I noticed. How many people are involved in this production?
I knew you were going to ask me that. We've added in a chorus, so I think we've probably got about 25 people in the cast altogether. I haven't actually added them up, which is bad of me, but yeah, it's round about that figure.
And something I've been wanting to ask you, because you've been yourself in a lot of productions this year on the Playhouse stage. Will you be appearing in this one, or are you just directing?
No, I am just directing this one. You're quite right. I have lived here this year. I've been extremely lucky to get all the roles that I've had this year. So now I'm taking a break from the stage and doing the direction. As long as nobody drops out, that is.
Yeah, there's always a danger of that, isn't there, on these things?
It won't happen. So no, I'm just directing this. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so tell us a little bit about the roles that you've been doing this year, because in September you were just going from production to production, it seemed. Do you want to give us a little recap of what your acting roles this year?
This year, as I say, I have been extremely lucky. I landed the part of Bernice in Sandcastles back in May, which was a delight of a part. They've all been very different, all the parts I've played this year as well, which has also been very nice. So Bernice, that was a very comical role, a nouveau riche wife of a husband who owns a beach hut. So if anyone came to see that, it was a very funny production. And then into September, we moved into a much, much darker phase with Pack of Lies, which was a play about a true story about the Portland spy ring back in the early 1960s. And I played Barbara. I had to have a nervous breakdown on stage, so that was completely different from Bernice in Sandcastles. Hot on the heels of that, I was so lucky to get a role in V&L Productions' The Importance of Being Earnest, which was a professional production and a collaboration with the Sleaford Little Theatre. So they had open auditions for any member of the Sleaford Little Theatre group, and I was lucky enough to get the part of Miss Prism, along with local actor Andy Canadine. So we joined forces with the professional cast, had a 2-week intensive rehearsal, and then put that on mid-September. Then I sprang from that over to the Heckington Players and joined their cast for their latest murder mystery, Saturday Night Cleaver, written by local playwright Kai Bailey, who, leading swiftly on, wrote this pantomime Mother Goose that we are now rehearsing for here. So, yeah, it's been a busy year for me. but brilliant.
So what can we expect from the Mother Goose pantomime this year? I know, watching the pantomimes here in the past, they're always a big spectacle. What are you doing to make it to make it special this year?
We are doing everything. It's Sleaford Little Theatre's 75th year, so we're going out with a bang. And I am throwing everything at this production. We've got smoke, we've got pyrotechnics, we've got fantastic lights from our new lighting rig. It'll be the first time that's been used, so we've got all sorts of special effects, sound effects, fantastic music. I defy anyone not to come out of this theatre singing. So we're throwing a lot at it. Brilliant set, fabulous colourful costumes. True pantomime is coming back to Sleaford Little Theatre.
Are we using our new cinema projector at all? Or is it...
We won't be using that. We have spoken about it, but to integrate the two just at this moment in time, because it's in its very early stages, would be technically a little step too far at the moment. But you never know. Next year, we might have got to that stage and be incorporating that into our shows, which would be lovely.
Yeah. And the cinema takes a bit of a break for November, December, doesn't it?
That's right. Yes.
So that you guys take over right now, don't you?
We do. We absolutely do. Yeah. Nobody else is allowed in here after the end of October. I will be putting on extra rehearsals. There's extra dance rehearsals, extra music rehearsals. We pretty much move in, all of us. Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, we're really looking forward to coming to see it, aren't we, Danny?
Can't wait. Yeah. If rehearsals are anything to go by, I think it's going to be great. So, yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah. I hope so. I think it will be. I'm very excited.
How long's the run? When's it?
It's on the first 2 weeks in December, from the Wednesday to the Saturday, which includes matinee, and then the following week, Wednesday to the Saturday. So I think it begins on the 3rd.
Yes.
Yeah, 3rd to the 6th.
That's right.
And then the 10th to the 13th. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. The tickets going really fast for the 2 matinees. I think it's the second matinee. There are only 5 tickets left.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's going really, really well at the moment. So if you want a ticket to see this spectacle, you're going to have to be quick.
The person who does your marketing must be pretty good.
It must be fantastic. He's doing a brilliant job.
Pat on the back to that guy.
Yeah. Give him a pay rise, definitely. Give his mate free tickets.
Look out for a goose as well in the coming weeks. There'll be a goose loose about the Plehoose.
Yes, I've heard about this goose. Have we borrowed it from a fellow Amdram Society?
We have indeed. We have borrowed Heckington Players' goose for this pantomime. Yeah, Kai Bailey, who wrote the pantomime, also belongs to Heckington Players, and they've done it about 10 years ago, I think. The goose has done its travels. It's also been to Spalding because they performed it at Spalding as well. So, yes, we've got their goose. That's been living here for the last 6 months, and he'll be up to some mischief in the next few weeks. So,
will it lay a golden egg?
Oh, yes, he will.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah, plenty of golden eggs.
And who actually plays Mother Goose? Because Mother Goose is the human character, isn't it? And obviously the goose.
That's right. Mother Goose is actually Gloria in the story, and Gloria is the dame. And Kai Bailey will be playing the dame. Yeah.
He usually gets that role, doesn't he?
He does.
Yeah.
He absolutely does. He's got all the frocks, you see. So I think Kai's going to be doing about, I don't know, if I know him well, he'll be doing about 25 different changes during the course of the whole pantomime. Brilliant. So he'll have a dressing room to himself. He's got his own personal dresser.
Has he? Yeah. Where does he get all these frocks from?
He gets them made.
From home.
Yeah, he gets them all made. He stores them at his mother's house. So she must be a very understanding lady. But he's collected them over the years. He's got some wonderful costumes. In fact, I am due to go and have a look through very shortly to decide which ones we want to use for this production. And maybe there might be a new one especially for Sleaford's production and Mother Goose as well.
Is this the first pantomime you've rehearsed or directed?
It's the first pantomime I've directed. I've directed plays before, but never a pantomime, and I'm beginning to realise why. There's an awful lot of work to a pantomime.
Yeah.
I don't think I realised quite how much until I got into it, but yeah, the tech and the sorting out the costumes, sorting out the scenery, the props, the stage props, all of that. Yes, it's quite a task. But I'm enjoying it, and I've got a fantastic team around me, I must also add. We've got Kelly Warren doing the choreography, and she is doing an absolutely marvellous job with the choreography. Really makes the musical numbers to have such good choreography, and all the cast they are seriously rehearsing it, and they pretty much know it. And it's very, very effective. And I've also got Charlotte Shearsby alongside doing the props. And it's amazing, these props just come from nowhere. I say I want this, and it magically appears somehow. So, yeah.
Where do you share your props with other societies?
Yeah, we do. I think largely they tend to borrow our bigger, like, furnishings, sofas, chairs, that sort of thing. But if anybody needs a prop, we have used them elsewhere. Some of them have been used with professional companies on tour as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, and Amazon as well, I heard Charlotte say, with the ray guns, was it? I think.
Yeah, Amazon, Temu, Shein. But no, we have actually got some of the costumes being properly made as well by a team that I'm just putting together at the moment. So that's all just coming together as well. So, yeah.
And who's on the tech team then? Let's give a shout out to them.
Okay, we've got Callum Thursby and Alec Hill and Dan Johnson. Brilliant team. Yeah, couldn't have done it without them. They're absolutely fantastic. We had a meeting last night, tech meeting, which lasted 4 hours. So it just shows you how much is involved.
Where did you hold that meeting?
Weatherspoons.
At the pub. That's the best place.
We were the last ones out, I think. But yeah, to finalise all the music and the sound effects and the visual effects and everything. Yeah, so as I say, we really are using everything.
You don't realise as a member of the audience how much effort and team go into putting something like this on.
No, I've been working on this since January this year.
Wow.
Rich knows because you've been involved as well.
Yeah, we had early meetings earlier in the year, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
Talking, about the poster. We were working on the design for that.
And, yeah, so the poster was all ready to go. It is a very big undertaking, and just getting your team together in the first place is hard enough. Yeah, so I've just filled backstage slots as well, so we need people to work backstage. So that's now done. But yeah, there's
do you have understudies?
We don't. No. Like I say, if something dreadful happens, that'll be me. I don't want to go on that stage again this year. So.
Well, we're really looking forward to seeing this, aren't we, Dan?
Yeah, and it's going to be great.
Yeah, we need to get our tickets soon, I think.
Yes, I think by the sounds of it.
The rate that they are shifting.
I think you do, especially if you want the matinee. But yeah, the others are starting to fill up, so yeah. Be quick.
Well, thank you very much, Laura. Thanks for your time, and I know you're such a busy lady doing all these things, but yeah, thanks for taking the time to talk to us today.
Yeah, thanks, Laura, and good luck with it.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Now, Our special studio guest this month is a local radio DJ. He goes by the name of DJ Dave B. And we've just been recording this interview with him. And we've decided that it was so good that it just deserves an episode of its own. So this is going to be our Extra Strong Links episode for November. So look out for that in the middle of the month. But until then, let's hear a little taster.
I do have this very strong memory of my first time publicly out there spinning the disc, you say, because it was all vinyl. And under the guidance of another guy who was sat there on my shoulder just watching me, make sure I was getting things right. And I went to cue a track and I turned off completely the wrong turntable and everything went very quiet. And people just stop and stare at you. And that stuck with me. So I've never done that since. It's a bit easier with digital nowadays, but vinyl, there was no take no prisoners. So it's things have moved on.
You must have really known your craft. You'd have to be.
I'm not so sure. I even now I don't think I do. I'm in awe of people that just can mix either in digitally or vinyl, especially in vinyl. That's quite you're matching tempos and beats the whole time, and that's quite a hard thing to do. But these guys have got down to a fine art, and I tend to stand and look at them while they're doing it. I'm not just listening to the music; I'm watching what they're doing. So it's all good stuff. Yeah.
So it was during lockdown, I believe, that you moved over into local radio, joining the newly launched Heckington Living Radio. What inspired you to get involved with that, and what did that time mean for you and the community?
Well, it inspired me to get into it. I went in with no intentions at all, really. I was actually looking for a mutual friend, Chris Clark, when he produced one of his Christmas records, and was looking for outlets to get it played. I thought, hold on, there's a guy in Heckington who started up a radio station. I don't know him, but I'll give him a shout, see what he says. And this guy, Andy Mellick-Brown, contacted him via Facebook. We get chatting. He says, oh, yeah, no problem, I'll play that, which he nicely did. And he said, oh, you've DJ'd before, do you fancy doing a show? I was like, never done this before. Within a week, literally, I think that was a Monday, that conversation. On the Friday, I was on air.
Wow.
It literally, luckily, you can do it all through a PC or a Mac, a laptop. As long as you've got a microphone and an interface to plug it in, you're away. And then it was just what do you want to play? Go away, work out a playlist. You're on.
So, Rich, what's coming up in the November edition of Your Local Links magazine?
Well, we've got some really exciting competitions in November. You can win tickets to go and see Peter Hook and the Light play at the Engine Shed in Lincoln.
Fantastic. Peter Hook, New Order and Joy Division.
Correct. Our kind of era of music there, isn't it?
Big fan.
You can also win tickets to see the Light Trail at Belton Estate.
Fantastic. I think we're going to that, aren't we?
We are. We went last year as well. It was just really spectacular experience, wasn't it?
It's an annual outing for us.
It is. It's becoming a tradition for us, isn't it? And then there's an article in November that really resonated with me. It's all about the anticipation of Christmas, that November, it's this calm before the festive storm. And, it talks about the build-up to Christmas. And, do you find, as you get older, that the build-up is even more exciting than the actual Christmas day? And
yeah, it is in a way. The amount of carol services that I attend and the parties, the sort of pre-Christmas parties.
Yeah, I really enjoy this time of year.
Yeah, well, fantastic. I look forward to reading November's magazine. Oh, before we go, please don't forget to follow us on our socials. That's Facebook and Instagram. Just tap in Strong Links with a C and you should find us. And do keep an ear out for a bonus episode called Extra Strong Links that drops in the middle of each month.
Yeah, these episodes feature extended interviews and additional bonus material that we couldn't fit into the main show.
Exactly. If you enjoyed today's show, it's well worth a listen. Just subscribe to the show on any podcast platform and you should be notified when it's released. Oh, and please do leave us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks so much. It really does help.
Well, there we are, Dan. The end of another epic episode. And in case you didn't get the memo, It's Christmas next month.
I know. And it comes around so quickly. But I can't wait. It's going to be great.
It is. Well, it remains for us to thank today's special guests, everyone who's taken part in today's show, and a big thank you to you for listening. And thanks, Dan. It's been fun.
Cheers, Rich. Yeah, brilliant.
Leading us out on the show today, get ready for some Celtic fire and local pride. We've got a brilliant track from Sleaford's own folk rock legends, the band from County Hell. Now, if you're in a local band or you're a local singer and you've got an original song that you'd like us to play on this podcast, please get in touch. So, until next time,
goodbye.
Cheerio.
Train at King's Cross,
travel down on the economy line.
Oh, we took a chance on nothing,
nothing to gain and nothing to lose.
Oh, we packed our clothes into carrier bags. We had 3 cans and 18 fags. We had big black coats and airwear shoes, spike green hair and exploited tattoos. Chance on nothing,
'cause nothing's all we've ever had,
and we're happy to live in these times.
Nothing ever seemed that bad.
We had 86 quid and something pence, times of old and glad. It's times like these you remember when this reality's sad. Subway squat,
what to do down there?
The glory came and took the lot.
I thought they didn't care.
I spent 20 years in the selfish bit and
lonely life is now.
Then to Glasgow to Saracen's Cross, too late somehow.
Today's episode of Strong Links was brought to you by Dan Property Services, where quality work meets local care. From reliable maintenance jobs to property refurbs, call Dan Property Services today. See you next time.